I know it was wrong, but it just felt so right. I was in a relationship at the time, and we had been dating for almost a year at this point. I was out one night and bumped into my, at the time, girlfriend's cousin, which I had met at some of her family events. I said hello, and she said that her friends had just all gone home, but she wanted to stay out as she was enjoying herself. I told her that she was more than welcome to join us if she wanted to. We even took a photo together and sent it to my girlfriend. As the night went on, we both were pretty drunk, but the way she was looking at me was now different. I remember she had this look to her as though she was stalking her prey. I know it might sound strange, but for the first time in a while she made me feel desired. I knew it was wrong, but there was something that I just couldn't resist. The dancing got closer, and the touching was definitely more direct. We went out for cigarette, where we spent the entire time just looking at each other and laughing. I remember her looking at me and saying, "We really shouldn't," but having this devilish look to her. We went back inside, and both tried to avoid each other, but it was too hard. I walked over to the bar where she popped up beside me and said that we shouldn't do anything in front of people as it wouldn't end well, but that I was more than welcome to go back to hers. We devised a plan that she would leave first, and I would leave about half an hour after. I was so torn. I was telling myself that this wasn't a good idea and I definitely shouldn't be doing this, but the other part of me just had this uncontrollable desire for her. The second thought took over, and I left getting in a cab back to her place. I rung when I was at the front of the apartment building, and she let me in. She welcomed me in and poured me a glass of wine. Sitting on the couch, every scenario was running through my head, but the desire I felt for her was uncontrollable. I couldn't resist any longer, and leant in for a kiss, which she returned, sent her tongue spiraling around my mouth. I pulled away, and before I could say anything, she responded with, "You better not stop there." We spent the entire night and next morning fucking each other's brains out. It was the best sex I had ever experienced. We swore to each other that it was a once-off thing and nobody would ever find out.